Is your shower or tub dripping even when you've shut it off? I'm gonna show you how to fix it with one simple part. All right, let's get into it. So the first thing you need to do is shut off the water to the home. Most important thing. This is the meter and we're looking for the shut-off valve on the meter. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's right there. Boom, done. All right, so now we got the water shut off. It's time to get to work. So since this is a two-story house and the work that we're doing is on the top floor, we're gonna wanna make sure we drain all the water out of the home so we don't get a bunch of leakage upstairs. So we're just gonna turn on the kitchen sink. So the reason why we're doing this right now, when we go to pull the shower cartridge upstairs, we don't want a bunch of water splashing in our face. We wanna get all the pressure out of the system. That way we can easily work on it. You just wanna get it down to a trickle. Yeah, then you can get started upstairs. Another good thing that can help is just turn on a bunch of extra fixtures. So now that we know that the water's shut off to the home and there's no water coming out of the fixtures, we're gonna get upstairs and get to work. So this part is a shower valve stem, and it's going to control the hot and the cold water for your shower. So now that we've shut the water off and we've drained the house, now I'm gonna show you how to get into the shower valve to fix it. It is not possible for you to repair this without shutting off the water. And you're in for a pleasant surprise if you don't do that. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pop this little cover. So right now what we're seeing is a Phillips screw. We're gonna undo that. We're gonna hold this and we're gonna unscrew so we can get this knob off to access the shower valve stem. After we've taken the knob off, we're going to slide this little sleeve off so we can access the valve stem. Just like that. Okay, next there's a Cotter pin on the top of this, right? Sometimes you'll need channel locks, sometimes you can just pull it right out just like I'm doing. And now we can pull the valve stem. Next, after you get the Cotter pin out of there, we're gonna take this tool right here. So what this tool is called is the core puller. Now, there's other ones, but this will work on a lot of different cartridges. So you don't always have to buy this specific tool. Sometimes you can just take your channel locks and pull on the valve stem, but it does make this job a lot harder. This makes it a lot easier. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna make it easy on ourselves. So before we try to put this thing on there, we're gonna make sure we pull this out. So on this specific model, this is a 1225B. What you're going to do is you're gonna take this little washer off. You're gonna take the core puller and you're gonna put it on, and we're gonna spin that to where it latches on to the valve stem. We're gonna tighten that until it's about right there, good and snug. You don't wanna do it too tight. And we're gonna take this nut and we're gonna screw it all the way down. Then we're gonna take our channel locks and we're gonna take it right here and just tighten it up. Again, we're trying to get it good, just good and snug. We're not trying to over tighten stuff. That's the biggest reason why, stuff gets broken, especially by homeowners, is they over tighten stuff. So now that we've got it good and snug, we're gonna take this T and we're gonna pull, and it needs to be pulled. And there we go, we got it out. So this is the old one, and this is the new one. So when you install this valve stem, the numbers are actually going to go to the bottom of the valve. So here, when you put this in, there'll be no numbers on the top. You'll put this white plastic insert and you'll go to put it in the shower valve. If you do this step wrong, your hot and cold will be flip-flopped. Always double check the orientation before you install the cartridge. So some of these cartridges, they're not gonna come pre-greased. This one does. So you wanna make sure if there's a little grease packet, you wanna apply this to all these different areas where there's rubber. So you round these O-rings, around these O-rings, and around anything that's plastic right there. You want to make sure it's just properly lubed. The grease ensures the longevity of this cartridge, and it makes sure that there's no tears in any of the plastics. So before we put the new one in, I like to take my finger and make sure there's no debris in here. Just kind of feel around, see I got something right there on my hand. That can also cause leaks. So you want to make sure that this is clean as a whistle. All right, now we got the old one out. Let's put the new one in. Fits nice and snug in there. So we're gonna use a screwdriver and push it in that last little bit, and then we're gonna drop this cotter pin down. Make sure that that cotter pin is all the way down and that you cannot push it anymore. So if it's not pushed in properly, you're not gonna be able to put that cotter pin down like that. It'll be very hard and almost impossible. It makes sure that I can't pull this out. Otherwise, if we turn on the water, it's just gonna shoot out. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put the sleeve back on. So this little notch right here goes over the cotter pin, like this. Right there. Now we're going to put this back on and screw it in. And now all we gotta do is put this little cover back on. And just like that, voila, we've got it done. So now that we know that it's done, now we're going to test to see if it leaks. When you turn the water on to your home, you wanna make sure you have fixtures open. That way you don't get a bunch of water hammer in your system and it could possibly cause leaks. All right, just like we turned it off, now we're gonna turn it on. And when we turn this on, you wanna make sure to do it slowly and not do it super, super quick. Turn it kind of little bit at a time. All right, now we're gonna put this lid back on and the water's on to the home. All right, looks like I've done a good job and there's no leaks. We're gonna make sure that the hot is towards the left and the cold is towards the right. So we've just confirmed that the hot is to the left and the cold is to the right. This quick fix can save you a lot on your water bill and a lot on the plumbing bill. And now you know how to do it. We love doing these videos, so if you could hit a thumbs up, we'd appreciate it. And also subscribe to see more.